Chat, I'm back. Okay, let's see if this works. uh, what's happening, guys? So I updated OBS. Um, you might notice that the stream has been reduced to 720p. But we're still at 60 FPS. I will send a Discord notice in a second. Fuck, dude. It's fucking annoying. So apparently I really did need to update OBS. By the way, I yeah, I made a disaster. It was such a stupid decision not to update it. This program is like 100 times different now. It is completely different. All of the UI elements are changed. Like all of the UI elements are different. I am a fucking moron, and I should be bullied for my stupidity. Oh my god. I am like an actual moron. I am an idiot. How long ago did you update? It had been it had been more than 6 months. It had been more than 6 months. So, oh, I also haven't updated my graphics drivers in quite some time. Man's had the 2015 version of OBS. Don't listen to them, Pookie. Let me at everyone. Stream live again. I made oopsie at everyone. There. I added everyone twice. Yeah. Well, you know, life is like a box of chocolates. Life is like a box of chocolates. Mod Olivia, thank you for the technical help. Shout out to Liv. We're Liv stands in this house. Oh shit. Let me repost that on Twitter. So we're gonna like really cross our fingers, chat. We're gonna cross it. We'll cross it out. Cross our fingers. Okay. And hope that we stay stable. Okay. Anyway. Yeah, MamaMax has fumbled the bag very badly. And essentially he had a stream recently where it was a disaster. Like it was legitimately a disaster. He basically got confronted on everything. I haven't seen these clips yet. I saw a little bit of the stream and it was a pack watch. It was a pack watch. But basically his messaging with everything is that Camden Gerard Davis is a vampire werewolf cult leader who thinks he's a god. And also there's a CSA stuff. And then because of this poor messaging and the fact he's presented zero evidence, people are going, Max, where's this evidence? And then even more so than that, Max is going to people and like demanding their silence for him to show them evidence. Which it's weird that Max is like, here's the thing. If Max is withholding evidence that could put this guy in prison, and the only way you can see the evidence is if you sign a legal NDA, I don't even know if that NDA is legally binding, because you're asking somebody to not talk about a crime that could actually actively be putting people at risk. Not to mention, when it comes to CSA type crimes, sometimes there's statute of limitations. His sitting on this for so long and asking for more victims, it could actually just be making himself unintentionally culpable in this guy's crimes if there are crimes being committed. Max is doing the absolute worst way to deal with this. As I said before I left and to get the milk, Nadi looked into it, haven't found any evidence that this guy has put a single person in prison. And one of the first things you do when these situations happen is that you go to the police. And I know we all talk about, like, the police don't do anything, they're not good at their jobs. Okay, so if the police don't do anything and they're not doing their jobs, what do? After you submit a report, and get it all in writing, you go and you produce a video, right? You produce that video and then you say, and then we also reported it to the police. Here's evidence of us reporting it to the police. Now you have a public stink about it. So now what's happening is that the police have social pressure from the community to act on that and get something done. Okay? On top of that, you could even go to something like the district attorney and be like, listen, the police aren't acting on this. I'm bringing this to you. This is in your county. This is your jurisdiction. You know, maybe you could do something about it, right? The DAs love to do stuff like that. Okay? Shit. All right, that's a big win. If you're an attorney, that's a big win right there. All of these things are important, right? It doesn't seem like Max understands that you need to go to the jurisdiction where the crime was committed and report there. Another thing is the reason I have been knee deep in this stuff with the Yandere dev stuff, and the people involved with it did the same thing that Max is doing, by the way. So you will get your day, okay? It's very frustrating how Max just does these things. And I don't even care if he is theatrical or crazy or whatever. You can have the savior complex and do whatever you want. But at the end of the day, you need to be taking the necessary steps to get it done, right? You need to go report it to the police. You need to do those proper things. Because otherwise, what are we doing? We're just making the issue worse for the victims. And I do think Max sees himself as a bit of a savior, right? But that's just like a character assessment thing. But if you don't know who MamaMax is, he is a predator poacher. His presentation is like the video game Hotline Miami. For the sake of things, I will show you Hotline Miami, not Max. But this is the kind of energy we're dealing with here. I can't play the music from this because I will get bazinged. Right? So the whole shtick of Hotline Miami is that a guy goes on killings on behalf of other people, right? And part of Max's thing is the serious, here's the evidence I've gathered on this pedophile, and then the fictionalized story is that Max is, you know, he goes around and he beats these guys and kills them, right? But obviously he doesn't actually do that. That's all part of the fictional angle of that content. And I don't know how much of it should be fictional, what he does, versus what should be real. Max also doesn't edit his own videos. I mean, you know, I have editors from on occasion, so I don't really mind that, you know, that. He's clearly somebody with a specific vision. But yeah, Or Mickey Mouse possessed you for a second there. But yeah, he hasn't put anybody in cuffs. None of that. Oh yeah. A couple of the most recent ones were edited by Slug. Yeah. Oh Jesus. uh, Thank you, Greg, for putting that in there. I appreciate it. Sorry. I'm so distracted with all this extra crap. I appreciate it. I got y'all are amazing. I'm so all over the place today. I'm a little rusty, if you couldn't tell, from not streaming over the holiday. I needed it. I missed it so much. All right. Anyway, without further ado, let's get into the first clip of today. So, Lyrix and Max get into a debate on stream, right? But I haven't seen this clip, so we're gonna go through it. I think Muda had hopped in the call at this point, and so yeah, we'll go from there.
All right, man. Well, I'll just make closing statements. I feel like this is a pattern of behavior with you. I think it's very irresponsible to even like dox Camden Gerard Davis, and like I think it's wait. Listen to what I'm gonna say.
It's irresponsible to out a sexual predator and collator who has evidence against him.
Well, listen to what I'm gonna say.
Okay. Here's the problem, Max, is that you haven't presented it.
Listen to what I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
I don't doubt that you very well could have evidence, but you haven't released a statement yet about Camden Gerard Davis proving that he's a pedophile. And I think
we have evidence in a Discord server
with other influencers as well.
Yes, you can ask Mudahar if he's seen some of.
But Muda can't extrapolate upon this. He can't expand upon this. If I went now and I said, Muda, can you tell me this evidence that Max has? Muda would say, I am under NDA. I can't tell you the evidence. Yeah, the source right now is just trust me, bro. Why am I dropping frames again? It must be this fucking topic, bro. What the fuck? Every time I go to play the clip, I get dropped frames. Let me, you know what? Instead of playing it through there, here's what I'm gonna do. I have VLC Media Player. Let me open it through there. Bro, I gotta update VLC Media Player. Are you fucking kidding me? Yeah, that's what I said earlier, where I don't even think an NDA could be legally binding. If he's withholding evidence that a man is committing felonies, I don't know if that NDA is legally binding. Here. Okay. So we're gonna try this out. Let's see if it plays any audio. Why have my frames dropped again? Yeah, an NDA is not binding if it's evidence about a crime. Okay, so I've noticed that it's dropping again. Hold on. Stream's current bit rate is 81 kilobits. higher. We recommend you stream at a bit rate. So chat, you're fumbling, Diesel. More like low frames per second, Diesel. All right. So either the stream is about to crash when I do this, or everything will be okay. Apply. Frames per minute, Diesel. I fixed it. I think. Now I really think I fixed it. I think my bit rate was too high. It's going down like the Titanic. Frames per minute, Diesel. Hey, Diesel, can you roll for technical support? Hold on, let me play that. Now I think I can play the clip.
All right, man. Well,
There.
I'll just make closing statements. I feel like this is a pattern of behavior with you. I think it's very irresponsible to even like dox Camden Gerard Davis and like I think it's wait. Listen to what I'm gonna say.
It's irresponsible to
listen.
out
No,
a sexual predator and cult leader who has evidence against him.
Well, listen what I'm gonna say. Listen what I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
I don't doubt that you very well could have evidence, but you haven't released a statement yet about Camden Gerard Davis proving that he's a pedophile. And I think
we have evidence in a Discord server
with other influencers as well.
Yes, you can ask Mudahar if he's seen some of the evidence. All right.
So you can just, like, literally, we have to just take Muda on his word. And personally, I do trust Muda's word, but then, like, you holding him via NDA is not helping.
Right.
Us just as the audience, though, that doesn't sit right.
Thank you. And
that's
the,
and
I understand.
And MamaMax, you're talking to the audience, and you're directing the audience.
I understand the audience wants to see stuff, but please be patient until after we've gone through the official channels. Okay, I understand.
But you're not going through the official channels. The official channels should have happened already. Like, you being like, the official channels are, I need people to come forward so we can all go together to the police. Just go, dude. It doesn't take a genius to submit a police report.
We're here already
be
talking
patient.
about it publicly. That is the will of the survivors. They want to speak out.
But
that is why we are doing this.
Okay,
because
well,
they wanted to speak out.
My just closing statements. I think it's very irresponsible, and I think this is a pattern with you.
I hear you. I disagree. I disagree with you.
Okay, let me. I mean, I'm about to leave. I'm just giving my closing statements. I'm just saying that I think doxing him, doxing his mom, before releasing any evidence to the public. We disagree on the. He fucking kicked me. He fucking kicked me.
And then Muda had called in later.
What's up?
Hi, Muda.
Hey, man. How's it going? I don't know everyone here but Max, but how's it all going? How's your guys' night? So you guys have been streaming for a bit?
Yes, sir. It's been a minute.
Yeah.
I'm good.
So last time we talked, Max, I thought you had a video about this coming out, the concise documentary.
If Max is trying to create hype about this, then his whole like thing here is that's like crazy. I don't know. That's I think the way MamaMax is very dramatized takes away from the apparent message he wants to get across. So it comes as disingenuous, like giving people the benefit of the doubt. But these are victims. Yeah.
A comprehensive timeline. We released a short saying that as things have evolved, it's taking longer. Like I told you, more survivors and witnesses are coming forward and joining.
Okay, here's another thing I've noticed. At some point, Max, you need to just put your foot down and go, I'm done. All right? Because I have been, again, I have said I've been knee-deep into Yandere dev stuff. You eventually get to a point where, like, once the new year started and the apology video dropped, I went Okay, I'm done. Do, thank you for the 10 gifted. That's very poggies of you. Shout out to Do, who, I think Do also logged the stream for us, which was really awesome. So I was sent a meme that says, "There is no meme. Put on the maid outfit." Dancing fruit time? Not right now. Yeah, it is kind of a mess behind me. I won't lie. It's a mess. I have streamer room syndrome right now. Oil Prince do. This is gonna completely derail everything again every time this fucking... I need a different sound for the alerts here. Let me mute him. There.
That's what's causing the delay.
Thought it was like a legal notice or something. You guys are getting like legal and everything involved already, right? Like
correct.
And...
We've already spoken with a lawyer. They suggested we don't even pursue him civilly just because if he doesn't have substantial assets, there's no point in a civil suit. So he recommended that we all go in person to file a police report, and that will make them take us the most seriously because we've tried phone calls and
phone calls for the law enforcement?
Yes.
We recently called Baldwin County Sheriff's Department, and I spoke to a sheriff's deputy and, you know, even asked for an email so I could send them what evidence we do have, and...
They weren't interested in even looking at it.
He was like, oh, well, it didn't happen in our jurisdiction, so...
Yeah, what? Again, this is another thing where Max should know this already, and I know he doesn't know this because... there's never been a single conviction from the people that Max has covered, right? But as far as I know, Max is welcome to correct me on that statement. I don't give a shit. He can correct me on that. But if he shows up and he starts... This is another thing, by the way. I also... Hold on. Let me derail this for a second and talk about Max's way of speech. Because it is one of those things that needs to stop. It's like a really... I don't even know if it's a bad habit or if he's trying to be threatening or like what the shtick here is. Because it just makes you look like a fucking asshole. But let me just read this to you. So after the stream, he had DM'd Lyrix, right? And MamaMax just threatened to flag my channel. Shortly after our debate last night, he DMs me at 2 a.m. asking me to censor/take down my stream because of a privacy complaint he has. And I complied. But then accuses me of bullying victims. Not true, FYI. Heavily implying he's going to flag me. Okay, I'm not going to bully victims, but I kind of want to... Can we sit here and pontificate for a little moment? Can we sit here and think about... I find Max's relationship with Spencer weird. Okay? Does that not, like, weird anybody out how close he's getting with somebody involved in this story? Does that not weird you guys out? I feel like that is a conflict of interest in some way, right? Another thing with that is that, like, they knew each other in high school. Like, everything is so personal with Max that it's just like, okay, like, what is your thing here with Spencer? Like, what is this? Like, they're dating? That's what I was... Okay, thank you for saying it, Cloudy. I feel like they're dating, or there's some little, like, romance there, right? Okay, they knew each other in high school, right? He left a message on one of her videos that ended with a love you or something so strange. Spencer knows Max's sister. Yeah, I get that, right? But what I'm saying is, okay, let's picture this, right? Max used to be a bit of an incel. He used to have, like, a whole hentai coomer phase, right? Could you not see Max... let's say Spencer is kind of like the like high school local goth, right? And Max is the loser incel who can't get a girl. That's his manic pixie dream girl, one of them, right? And he doesn't get the girl then. Max becomes hot, he's successful, and now Spencer's down on her luck. Oh, now I can be a savior, and I can get everything I wanted that I never got as a teenager. Now, again, this is just me. This is just me shooting the shit. I don't know if this is real. I'm just saying that's a tale as old as time. Okay? I've seen it before. All right? I've seen it before. Is this Scott Pilgrim? The effect Scott Pilgrim had on a generation of millennial men is dangerous. Okay? Max also talks about helping Spencer learn how to drive and helping her with medical stuff to get sorted. I think he likes to do stuff like that, right? I think that's part of... That might even just be part of his love language. Diesel, stop writing fan fiction live on stream. I'm simply asking questions. He was a Mario boy and she was a Sonic girl. yeah, big allegedly. I'm just shooting the shit. Okay? I'm just shooting the shit. That's it. I'm leaving it out there. No shame to Spencer. You know? No shame to the victims. I'm just saying that it just looks a little weird. We live in a society. Captain Save-A-Ho. Cloudy, you just named MamaMax for me. And I have a feeling he will not like me calling him that. I mean, you were right about Blair and Oz. Oh my god. And that's another thing. I don't give a shit that he was using voice filters. I get it. I don't think it makes him a fraud. I think it's like a little cliche. I mean, I can put on voices too. Right? I can do that. And then Camden Gerard Davis took out his Count Chocula costume. And when he took out the Count Chocula costume, he said, "Blah, blah, my fellow woman, let me suck on your breasts." I don't know if that's what happened. I don't have a problem with that, all right? I think that's kind of missing the forest for the trees, in a way. His Count Chocula. Do the DM voice. Which is the DM voice? I feel like that was kind of the DM voice. But yeah, anyway, again, I keep getting off track. So he goes to Lyrix, and who gave Diesel too much sugar? I had an energy drink. Captain Save-A-Ho from the I Can Fix Her tribe. All right. Do you have a timestamp or something where I did this? I don't know what you're talking about. Who are you accusing me of doxing in my stream? I'm not accusing you of doxing. Their name was present in our Discord group chat. We sent you a timestamp and a link. He's talking in the royal wheeze. The person we're talking about is Ishmael. Ishmael, like... This is MamaMax's Moby Dick, guys, okay? He will sink the ship to catch his white whale, except he will sink his YouTube channel to catch his Count Chocula. Who's Ishmael, who's labeled as burp on your stream. This is at their request. Alright, I saw it. I'll have to download the VOD and re-upload it with that part censored. Is that why you privated your VOD? But yeah, is this all in regards to the stream? Because I don't want to get striked when I re-upload the clip for anything else, so let me know. Thank you. Due to privacy considerations, we have made our stream private. However, if you don't want to get striked, I must express my concerns regarding the pattern we've observed in your behavior and the nature of the community you are cultivating. Your channel is at risk of being terminated if these issues persist. He literally threatened Lyrix. Okay, that's a threat. Like, that's a threat. That's a threat. He's threatening him. Oh my god. Yeah, I am fully expecting to get the your channel is at risk of being terminated if these issues persist. For calling him Captain Save-A-Ho. Promoting a community that engages in bullying, especially targeting survivors of child sex crimes, is deeply troubling. I strongly recommend you reflect on the impact of your actions and the environment you are creating. Meanwhile, this is a Shiba Inu profile picture doing this right now. Babe, new copy pasta dropped. We'll be checking in on you periodically. Have a good night. What a weird way to read that. What a weird thing to say. We will be checking in on you periodically. You know what's really funny? I have like the news team and Nani, and they check on people all the time, right? But I don't go to those people going like, we will be checking on you, right? Because when you do stuff like that, never. Okay, here's the thing. Sun Tzu's The Art of War. MamaMax, listen to me right now, right? When your enemy is making a mistake, you do not correct him. Okay? You allow him to continue that to build your case. He's a weirdo, yes. What a weird message. I was more than willing to comply with you over the privacy concerns and just told you I would comply. But what is this weird shit of you vaguely threatening to flag my channel for bullying? I make jokes. I haven't bullied or targeted any survivors for child sex crimes, dude. What is the word usage deeply troubling? Give me a break. Talk like a human, not like a politician. I've never promoted anyone in my community to bully any survivors of child sex crimes, dude. This is a weird, vague threat right now. Is a really bad look. 100%. Bro's sounding like he's a gang stalker. Lyrix, I, MamaMax, have been checking on your mom periodically. She's a very fine lady. She made me lasagna last night. We went out to Olive Garden and she bought me the endless soup salad and breadsticks. I will be checking in on her again. Have a good night. Oh my god. Nani in people's DMs. I've got my eye on you.
We can't do anything, even though we...
He resides in their jurisdiction.
Yeah.
I thought you guys had like the feds or something involved too. I don't know. It's been a minute.
Hold on, I'm turning it up.
It didn't happen in our jurisdiction, so we can't do anything, even though we...
He resides in their jurisdiction.
Yeah.
I thought you guys had like the feds or something involved too. I don't know. It's been a minute since we've covered this whole thing, but this has been, like I heard a bit of the lyric stuff at the end of it, and you guys were discussing the whole concept of doxing and everything and all this stuff, and it was just like a matter of this whole story. It hasn't really properly been told yet to the mass.
You know what's crazy? I feel like Muda has hopped on Max's streams multiple times now to say that exact same thing.
Public, you know what I mean?
Yes, we know.
Which like, and that's the big problem, right? It's like for people to come in here and like, the thing is, it's like you're accusing somebody of really serious situations, right? Like this guy of really serious crimes. And I know that you believe you're in the right. And from a personal perspective, I know that you feel you have the evidence and you feel like you know what you're doing is the right thing. But the thing about it is like, if you want people to take this as seriously as you guys are taking it, you need to start providing that evidence to the public and provide like an actual story, you know? Like I've seen the evidence that you posted, and obviously there's an NDA signed, so I can't publicly discuss this with anyone. But I can say, obviously, it like, you know, it contains one side of the events, and obviously, you know, my thing on screenshots is that unless I refresh something from a server myself, I never usually believe it or jump on the gun. You know, recently I covered you know, scam situation where I had to pretty much dot my I's and cross my T's before I could even make the accusations, right? And obviously with a situation like this, look, I know that you know that there is something amiss here, right? Like with this Camden individual, I know you know, right? Like I know you from a personal level. I know that you believe this, and you're not doing this out of, I would say, malice. But I hope you understand that the way that this whole situation has been presented has actually hurt this case, unfortunately, because from the public perspective, it's like people have been sitting here for months now waiting for a definitive, not timeline, but like a definitive proof on this individual, and it's all just been a mess being presented. And I think it actually hurts the victims in the situation more than it actually is assisting them at this point. Last time we had a conversation weeks ago, me, you, and Nux, we had this discussion. It's like, you gotta not do the streams, you gotta bunker down, get this entire video out. And the moment you present this individual in the light that the moment you present the story in a way that everyone can follow, victims will just naturally pour in.
Yeah, his demeanor is completely different now. You know why his demeanor is different? Also, member Pog. His demeanor is different, right? Because he respects Muda in a not in like a way where I respect, right? I don't really care if somebody is small or large. I respect you as an individual because individuals who have not been disrespectful to me deserve respect for being individuals, right? But if you're going to be disrespectful to me, I won't give you that respect. But the way Max seems to come off as is that he gives respect to people that he can social climb with, right? Muda's a big deal, so you're going to give Muda respect. But Lyrix is kind of a small guy in comparison, right? So he's submitting to Mudahar. Captain I Save a Ho is submitting to Mudahar. Yeah. He put Mudahar up on a pedestal, right? Like if someone like Charlie, and I also do think Charlie kind of shot him down, right? And that made him pretty upset from what I remember. Because he respects those people because they're big, right? I've met people like that where I have been disrespected as an individual because I am small in terms of being a creator. And those creators who act like that, you just don't want to be friends with them anyway. Those kind of people are just shitty. Brown nosing. Yeah, it's brown nosing. Yeah, I would say probably more amicable than friends.
This isn't a situation where we got to sit down and wait for everyone to join together like a class action lawsuit. All this is doing is it's jumbling up the story, and it's making people question you, and it's ultimately hurting the entire victims at the end of the day, which I don't want to see happen. You don't want to see happen. This story needs to be presented properly, and that's it at the end of the day. It's been over a month. It's been 2 months now, and it's just been a jumbled story. Like most of
who the fuck is this schizo in chat? Who the fuck is this schizo in chat? Like talking all this weird shit about Mudahar. Fucking like. Fuck off. Sometimes I hear your usernames in videos and I clap like yes, D.
that are talking.
I was just about to hit mute. Yeah. I know. Since never have I heard Mudahar defend Lolly. Not once. Not once. Let me just say that. I've never heard that. He wouldn't command the kind of respect he does if that had ever happened. Another thing, you fucking moron, right? Who gives a shit if he made creepypasta videos? What do you have, brain damage? Stupid. Oh my god. Sorry about that. That was my all. I had to keep you on your toes, big guy. God, listen, if you want to go off and just ram Captain Savaho's dick in your mouth, go right ahead. I'm sure he'd be more than happy to oblige because the man is desperate for some action. All right. Jesus. Creepypasta. The abbreviation for creepypasta is CP. He defended creepypasta, guys.
About this outside of this circle specifically, they don't even know Camden. They just have heard black vampire guy, but they don't know the real extent of what this person's done. They don't know they don't know anything about this cult. I still don't even know everything about this cult. We have no explanation of how this cult operates, how it gathers victims and what it does, its entire procedures and whatnot. Presenting this ringleader and how it works and how children are brought into the situation and how they're turned into these really, really dark fucking situations. That needs to be properly explained. I really feel like that has to be the thing, you know? If I was in your shoes and this was my story, what I would do is I would present this cult, I would present Camden, and I would tell people, hey, listen, this is a guy that's done some really, really fucked up things. And we've got a few victims, and if you know this person, please come in. That kind of a video spreads naturally. I covered something not...
Exactly. If the reporting is good, things will follow. If the reporting is bad, like this, then nobody will take you seriously. Okay? QTV's Hood Ornament. Thank you for becoming a gas station attendant. It's very, very much appreciated.
Similar to this, but I covered another really bad guy years ago with a YouTuber known as Kavos about the Club Penguin situation. And that was a scenario where we sat down, we grabbed evidence, and we presented a story. I made an hour-long video where it definitively went through the...
No, okay, so here's another thing. I think, and they said this on Now Recording, but every time Max looks at Spencer, I feel like he's looking at Spencer to save him, right? Where he's like, help. I need somebody to back me up. And then Spencer will just be like, I spaced out.
Beginning, middle, and end, and it showcased how fucked up this...
We need to summon Cock Blockula.
Individual was, and that reached out
to
people.
Shit.
Like this is something that we kind of fucking need to see with this situation. Right now, we only know about the theatrics and the arguments around this situation. We don't know the cult. We don't even know everything about Camden, and you know, we just have one account of the information. You know, all this is doing is hurting the story, it's hurting the victims, and it's going to actually hurt a legal case. The law enforcement agencies, look, I get it. The law enforcement system fucking sucks a lot of the times, okay? I get it. It sucks ass. But the reason why they're indifferent and they don't give a shit is because they don't have a...
Pee pee poo poo. Ratty Light being a member of the gas station for 7 months. That's a long time to sit around and watch my cringe.
Story to also piece together. They don't know what to go into, you know? They have a million cases to deal with. If you bring them black vampire cultist, they're going to sit down and think, okay, where the fuck do we begin?
Ah, yes. Cock Blockula. Captain Sabo's arch nemesis. Slaw has also been a station attendant for the last 7 months. Damn.
You know? And that's ultimately the situation. Look, I want to see this asshole fucking... If what you're saying is 100% true, I want to see this motherfucker behind bars. But there's a way to present this, there's a way to handle this before you get to that point, right? And that's what we need to be focusing on. That's like where everything needs to be centered on. It is where I'm at. And that's all I really can say about the situation.
Okay. So I would have really appreciated this like 2 months ago when we...
Are you fucking kidding me, Max? You know how many times you must have been told this? I feel like every time you stream, Muda comes on and repeats the same exact thing to you.
First reached out. I reached out to you and multiple other creators asking for help.
Mm-hmm.
No, let me also say that, Max, when you reached out to people, you were like, I am producing a video on a guy known as Count Chocula. Or excuse me, Blackula. What's, like, less offensive? Both of them are bad. I don't really care. Apparently he's a predator. Whatever. You reached out to a bunch of people back then saying, I'm doing this. Will you sign this agreement saying that you're going to stream about it and talk about it, but then also not share certain pieces of information?
And none of you were responsive. I understand y'all are...
No. Okay, also, you were a crazy person. You talk like a crazy person in DMs.
Busy and doing your own things. But this is the first time I've ever handled a case of this complexity and magnitude, and that is why I was asking for help.
But Max, me and Nux told you about this weeks ago, almost a month at this point. Exactly what I just said right now.
Oh my God! See,
Right, and I am working at the my platform is for the survivors, and if they want to stream, that is what we're going to do. We're going to stream.
if they want to stream, okay. Well, if the survivors tell you to do something stupid, you should have the forewithal to be like, let's not do that.
I'm giving them my platform.
Really? Okay, Spencer really looks like they're taking up the limelight right here. Okay, they really are playing main character. No, they're not.
And because it takes me like almost a year to make a video about even just one pedophile. Like I was looking for help so that someone could talk about this case in a way that, you know, like the way you talk about your videos. I would have liked you to help me on this and you know, just make even just a PSA saying, hey,
you just want the big old YouTubers to suck you off, bro. Again, I know in my heart of hearts, when I finally put out the Yandere Dev video, that everybody's going to talk about it. I don't need to go around asking for people to cover my shit, okay? I don't need to do that. I know that when that video comes out, everybody's going to be talking about it. I know.
Hey, there's this guy, Camden Gerard Davis. Please reach out if you are a survivor.
Like, if he's so unconfident in this story that he needs to go to people for help, then he's probably either in too deep or doesn't have enough. Like, that's it. I know I have enough. I'm confident. I'm excited. I want to get this done. I want to move on with my life too. Jesus.
Like,
but see, okay, this is what we talked about though, like a month ago. It's like if we're gonna make a PSA and we're gonna talk about it, we need to make sure the story is. I'm not saying 100% bulletproof. I don't live in that world, right? Like, obviously, you can't have 100% evidence of something, but I'm saying very, 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 like, fucking, very ironclad almost, as close as you can fucking get, right? And we talked about this with a month ago. We were like, hey, listen, we got to make a story. We got to make a hour-long something video, whatever, in your style. Because if you want to provide your platform to the victims, your platform isn't built upon live streaming like this. Your platform is built upon hard-hitting videos that present the story, albeit in a, you know, very flashy way, but you have to present that story first. And then naturally, the rest of YouTube and the rest of the internet community will come together and view your video and say, oh my God, I get this. That's how you get the victims on your side. I can't sit there and say, let's make a PSA. There's this bad guy. Hey, come together. Let's go after him. Look, what this sounds like, it's like a class action lawsuit, right? Like, hey, this person's done something wrong. Please come together. I mean, recently, Logan Paul had that CryptoZoo shit. I mean, not recently, but with Logan Paul's CryptoZoo, if Attorney Tom came out and said, hey guys, this asshole scammed everyone, join our class action lawsuit. That's not going to be his video. His video is still going to go through beginning, middle, end, and describe exactly why they're suing Logan Paul, what the scam was. They're going to describe this, and then they'll say, hey, listen, at the end of it, we're going after this person legally. Join up. You still have to present the story from beginning, middle, and end. Then you can ask for a PSA. Then you can get people in. And we talked about this a month ago, and that's all that you can. It still can be fixed, right? Like, all you can do is, like, again, hunker down, spend a week, 2 weeks, a month, honestly. I mean, right now it's YouTube down season, really. All you have to do is craft this video from beginning, middle, and end, and I promise you, it'll attract attention. It'll grab victims that would never even have heard of your channel, and they will come together and they will join this case, and that's how you do it. That's the end goal here. That's the path to victory.
I don't understand how he doesn't understand this. You know, it's just incredible how ignorant he is. I feel like Max is the type of person not to have his own opinions at this point. He'll just say whatever gets him the most positive feedback. In a way, I mean, he definitely has. I feel like he has convictions, but it's like a lot of the people who do this stuff, they have convictions, but they go about it in a way that's completely ignorant. And they also want to make sure that they get their, you know, their 10 cents along the way.
I would say.
I agree with you.
Can I say something?
Yes.
Yeah. Please.
Sorry, Muda, I know I'm a nobody. I just wanted to say one thing. Like, dude, you are like the fucking master of taking a fucking really complex topic and like making it digestible for regular like people, and that is fucking, dude. You, like, I love your videos. Like I watch them all the time.
Thank
but
you.
like, anyway, I just wanted to say, like, Max is just a different kind of guy. Like, he makes like arts. He wants to make movies and shit, and like you can see that he's not like the master of like figuring out how to get this case out there and all of that. And like he's very aware of that. That's why he's saying like, please, anyone and everyone, just help me. Like, help me figure out how to tell this story the right way and all that.
I mean,
shit.
I don't think that Max is incapable of telling the story in the same way. I think Max, if you've got the evidence, you've got everything right there, you can still produce a story where you start off in your typical fashion and you tell people, hey, listen, we're going to talk about cults. We're going to talk about, people that run cults, the psychology they go through. We go talk about Camden, and then we bring up victims, and that's all we have to do.
It's not nice to literally time people out for disagreeing with people who don't trust certain people who have video proof of them defending. Oh my god. You're calling Mudahar a pedophile in my chat. I don't need to fucking keep you around. I don't need to. Stupid.
At the end of the day, you can present it in your style, but again, it's just you gotta amalgamate all the evidence, and all you have to do is explain again in your style. You start the video off, you talk about a cult, you talk about where this cult is, you talk about what it is, you talk about Camden, and then you talk about the victims, and that's it. And the thing about it is like instead of making matter-of-fact statements like I'm gonna call this guy a pedophile or everything, it's like what you have to do is you have to present the story, and you just tell the audience like, hey, listen, I've given you everything. Now it's time for you to come to your own conclusion. And if there's somebody that recognizes this cult leader that I've talked about, please come forward, get in touch with us, because we have a legal action taking in. That's it. Like right now, the public perception is they have no idea what this is. All they see is the fights that you're having with other people, and that's it. I want you to succeed in this mission. I want you to take this guy down. But sitting here and screaming about this isn't really going to help the situation. What you need is you need to present the story, then scream all you want afterwards. Once you got that video out, and once it's
Exactly.
spreading around,
Once you put out the video, then you
matters.
can pack watch. Okay, that's it. Like once you get the video out, you can pack watch, and then you're good. All right, like that's it. Like it's simple. It's very straightforward. Hold on. I'll be right back in 1 second. I will return. I have to do something. All right, I'm back. Sorry about that. Those Discord pings have me checking my. I like to keep myself online because I try to, be on top of shit. So yeah, Diesel's popular. It's all work related. That's the thing. Diesel's popular at work. There we go. Hello. More like I like making my chat paranoid. There we go. We should be good for now. Never mind. Never mind. I'm sorry. I'll deafen. There we go. Hold on. I'll let me put myself on do not disturb. Careful, Diesel is AFK gooning. I am. I'm always edgy. Keep the pings. It's funnier.
Max, I have a question for you.
Yes, sir.
You said you can't present evidence because the lawyer, right? The lawyer's advice is not to present anything.
We are protecting the evidence until law enforcement has done something or shown that they're not going to do anything.
Okay, and they've shown they're not going to do anything, so release it.
That is why we're holding on to everything. And like I said, as this case has evolved, this video is getting longer and longer and more complex. Right now, our priority has been trying to find all of the survivors, which is why I want to make a PSA so we can even have the full story in the first place. Because
I feel like he's already had plenty of platform to make his own PSA. Like, he needs to just finally do it. Like at some point you just need to get to the point. You just can't keep running your mouth. Like, he's literally just Captain Save-A-Ho is just yapping. Okay. Chief Yappin, also known as Captain Save-A-Ho from the I Can Fixer tribe.
Right now we only have 8. And I know that's a lot of survivors, but we still only have 8 out of hundreds that were...
Are you kidding me? Okay. So this guy was running a cult with hundreds of members. That's what you're telling me? That's an insane thing to say. That's outrageous. That's like Nixium levels here, okay? Like, you're telling me Scientology was coming from Count Chocula?
Part of this.
But you have enough to definitively paint this person as a predator, right?
How much are you looking for? Is there like a number, or just is there a time limit where you're saying, okay, this is enough, we're gonna go to the police now?
Can I interject?
Yes.
Yes.
Yep.
Please.
I think that right now, because we did just get a survivor who got out like 9 months ago, I think that we have a pretty close timeline, and I think even if we only have 8 survivors, that all of us...
8 is an obscene amount. If you're talking about 8 people who are exploited in that way, that's incredible. Like, you should be doing something about it.
Would make a fine documentary until, like, we can always make a second and third part. YouTube videos can do that, but I think coming out with maybe like a part 1 and being like, this is what we have right now, would be a really good idea.
I agree, but that's a little bit of why we're streaming, is that these are parts of...
But you haven't said anything.
The greater picture. Like, I'm allowing y'all to speak on my platform to be able to give your accounting.
Yeah, Spencer's doing a lot of talking. A lot of talking. Max needs hundreds of survivors. That's insane. Yeah.
I gotta head out in a little bit, but I just want to say before the end of all this is like, listen, I just want to ask, do you have enough to call this guy and present him as a predator?
Sorry, was that a
What?
question, or you were?
Yeah, yeah. I was asking, do you personally have enough to call this person a, like, already you've been calling him a predator? That means you have enough testimony, evidence at the moment to present him as a predator in a pretty bulletproof fashion to the public, right? I'm not talking
Correct.
about the court of law. Then that's the part one you need. That's what you gotta have. That's what you should produce, and that's what you should release first off, because that's the most important part in presenting a story. You have enough already. Present that, the victims will come, and then you can follow
I.
up with the full story as it develops. But right now, the story needs to be presented in a proper way that will absolutely seal the deal with the mass public. And as far as doxing goes, here's my personal thing, right? Like, I really don't think anybody should be making matter-of-fact statements about somebody being a pedophile unless they have that story that can 100% prove it, right? Like,
There we go. 100%. 100%.
Needs to be out there because, again, that's one of the things that people are calling you out on is like, you're calling this person a predator. Now it's time for you to present actual evidence that he is a full predator.
you need
That's
to back it
exactly
up.
what I would be doing.
You
Gotta
don't.
back it up.
Anybody else?
You don't think we should protect that first to see if the police are going to do anything?
You've already okay. So the thing is, you don't say you're doing something. This is again going back to that Sun Tzu type thing, right? Where you don't want to tell your homie your next move because you're trying to style on him.
Mama Goon Maxing.
Mama Goon Maxing. If I was in a goon off against Max, I would win. Okay. They call me frames per second Diesel because I goon at least 60 times a second.
I mean, what you have right now is it.
Oh, yeah. So, like, Max coming out and doing all these streams, if Camden is aware of them, Camden has been allowed ample time to cover his tracks, right? Like, if they're not going to go through the proper channel, like, yeah, you have to go through the proper channels. Go to the proper channels, you see that they're not doing anything, and then you go and make the video, okay? Because by then, like, jig is up. Like, the police should have gotten a warrant. They should have taken his computer. They should have done all those things, right? Not make the video or make videos, then say, I'm thinking of going to the police and giving all this lead time for Camden to do whatever he needs to cover his tracks.
Going to be something that is it going to be something that like what is the evidence, do you believe, is going to be invalidated the moment you release it out in the public, like a message or something?
Correct. Is that not the case?
I mean, your lawyer should be the one discussing it. What did your lawyer say?
I mean, they said first thing we should do is all go to Georgia and make an accounting, but that's going to take a little bit of time just because we have to get all of the survivors on board and a date and time to do it.
I would say sit down with.
How does he expect the police to do anything if they haven't contacted nor plan to contact the police? This is one of the worst things that's happened with, like, internet vigilantism, where people sit around and they say, like, they do the mob justice thing, and then they never go to the police. And then as a result of that, they go, the police never do anything. Well, you never went to the police in the first place. And I get it. There are examples of police not doing their job. But if you never give them anything, then they're fucked. They're not going to do anything if you don't say anything. Diesel, sign the Max NDA. If the evidence was damning enough, I don't think he would be able to hold me legally culpable if I broke the NDA. I know that I would break it anyway. So there.
Your lawyer again, because I've never heard any lawyer that would say that to me. Like, hey, if you present this message, it's going to be invalidated, right?
Oh, and another thing, when you submit a tip to the FBI or cyber tips or the local PD, none of that is a report. None of that is a report. Okay? That is you giving a tip. They don't need to follow up on that. But a report is different. Okay? Like, if you lie on a police report, I believe you can be held in court for perjury.
Like, I literally released an
We'll fund the lawyers if you don't.
entire call that I had with somebody just because they were threatening lawsuits against me just because of how the situation was publicly presented. That doesn't mean that that call is going to be invalidated, right? Even based on technicalities, you can always take things to court the way that things are presented. So I would definitely confer with the lawyer again. There is no reason why you shouldn't be able to present that. Absolutely. And if your lawyer is telling you one thing, definitely talk to another lawyer, get a second opinion for sure. The lawyers are like doctors, okay? They're all going to give you fucking different things. So definitely confer with another lawyer that has more to do with these specific cases. Because hey, law enforcement, we can't sit here and wait for a law enforcement agency to jump in. However, if this becomes a matter of public debate, a matter of public, interest, then law enforcement's going to take a look at it, whether they want to or not.
Yeah, that is what I
That's
said.
I'll do that.
Anyways, yeah, it's been good talking to you, man. I'll head out. Take care.
Thank you, Muda.
Yeah, night.
To those of you who are saying I was putting the blame on Muda, I'm not. But I do acknowledge that I need help with this case. That was my point. And dude, right? I always appreciate being able to speak with him.
Oh my god. Oh my god. The fumble. Oh my god.
Sorry.
Oh, Durgan actually asked a good question. So they asked, can you tell us why Spencer's living with you? I'm very confused to why a victim had to move in with you for this case.
So I didn't move in for the case alone. Unfortunately, in the beginning of October, my great-grandfather had passed away, and my family is selling the house. And I did have other places to go, but I just thought that it was going to be easier once Max offered to just be here. It makes it easier for us to stream and relay information to each other, and for the time being, it's been the best option.
What?
So I offered.
Okay. No, hold on. Let's just play a little more.
Because it felt like the perfect storm.
They do live together. You guys see what I mean? You see what I mean?
Like, it felt like, okay, clearly this is happening for a reason. I should probably offer specifically to expedite both the legal and documentation process.
We don't know if they're having. We don't know if they're having sex. Let's just be clear. Let's just be clear. We're simply giving our opinions on the structure of the situation. Okay, that is what is going on.
I figured if I can just document the prime subject of my documentary, then why not just have her live with me? And since she needed a home. Now, that's not to say it's going to be permanent. I do want to get Spencer to become independent at some point. We're going to get all her medical stuff done.
Hold on. So Spencer... hold on. Let's just...
How
old is Spencer? How old is Spencer?
Basically everything. Like, you need to learn how to drive. We're going to do that.
She looks like late 20s, maybe the early 30s. I guess, what? It depends on Max's age. Right? Because they were in high school at the same time.
Fish, you need to not.
Yeah, fucking go away.
Girl.
That's the stupidest
literally.
Bro.
Literally just ignore everything we say.
Spencer's in
That's
like
fine.
her mid-20s, so like 24, 25. Okay, so she needs the medical stuff, which means her insurance is up soon. Right? Spencer's 26. Oh, her insurance is up. She made a report 7 years ago. Okay, so somewhere around the mid-20s. Why did that laugh sound so fake? Yeah, I was gonna say that sounded really fake. Okay, so she moved in around that time. Her insurance is running out. She lives with a grandparent. She doesn't drive. Did she have a job when she lived with her grandpa? I was told 26. Okay, somewhere around there, right? I'm gonna probably take a hot guess and assume closer to 26 because who told you that? Core will not give up his sources, but I'm gonna guess around 26. And here's the reason why. Here's the reason why. She cannot work due to PTSD, Diesel. Okay. Okay, that's an interesting statement. You guys, I feel you guys have met a person like Spencer, right? Like that's not like the no job, no car, no leave. I live with a parent who will allow me to do those things because my parents were like, get a job. I'm making a character assessment. This has nothing to do with the actual case. Okay? I'm making a character assessment of this person who has made themselves a main character in the story. I get what you're getting at. All right, I'm glad we all get what I'm getting at. PTSD in this economy, right? Where it's just like she's like a perpetually like disaster human, and she constantly needs like the reassurance type thing, right? And somebody to always do something for her. Completely dysfunctional, grown adult, no job prospects, no nothing going on, no anything. Refuses to do any of that stuff. They're the perfect person for Captain Savaho. But also, I'm just talking opinions.
Oh, it's so exploitative that I moved in with a friend. Oh, boo-hoo. What?
Spencer has known my family her whole life. She was in the same kindergarten class as my sister.
Yeah.
I don't think y'all understand like the relationship here.
Like my aunt literally knows his mom.
Yeah, like we were friends before we were like actually on a case. Like
yeah.
And yeah.
So how did you sit on this story for so long, Max? You piece of shit. How did you just sit on this story knowing it?
So it was about a year
and
or
talk
two.
about Kanye Quest.
Yeah.
A year or two. So I told Spencer, like, I'm so sorry, I'm currently busy with other projects. Do you want me to like hand this off to another creator? And you said no. I want you.
No, I get it. Like something bad happens in your life and it makes it hard to get up and do things, right? But you know, it's when that goes from I'm healing and I'm working on myself to to just like I just am refusing to get up. That is the thing. Those people exist where they use their lot in life as an excuse for not getting things done. Like I've done work in social work. Those people are real. That happens. There are people who just mooch off the system and other people. There are people who abuse that position that others don't want to be in and are trying actively to get out of.
I doubt any other creator would be willing to sacrifice their whole platform for her and the other survivors.
Yeah, okay, but okay. I used to be a lot like Spencer, but when my dad sat me down and he used the military voice to make me understand that being stagnant won't help me. Yeah, if you deal with something difficult in life and it's incredibly traumatic and stressful, right? And we all got our baggage, right? I'm not belittling any of that. Lily, I was gonna make a point, but I just want to say the words chronic unemployment syndrome because that's really funny. Like everybody's got baggage, everybody's dealt with trauma that they got to work through, and your 20s are part being broke, part drinking way too much, and part dealing with that stuff from when you were younger and trying to better yourself from it, right? And at some point you have to confront either the trauma, or you have to get over really big hurdles and things that are a struggle for you. And that requires a little bit of a leap of faith. It requires you to do something you're going to be a little afraid of. You're going to have to do that. no one ever said it would be easy to get better. You know, you need to do those things. But there are a lot of people that don't, or they're much more comfortable resting on their laurels because there's somebody in their family who will encourage that negative behavior. You know?
How is he exploiting me? I want to know, like, what the fuck is he doing?
Also, Smaggle said he followed you on Twitter.
Once you see exploitation, it's like, holy shit, it's everywhere. Like, I get it. I totally get it. It's like a lens that you put on, and then all of a sudden you see this whole world of like everybody's using everybody for something, and it's like a really weird fucking thing. But from everything I've seen and experienced, it's a very mutual beneficial thing in this. So, like, look, they're both on fucking stream. They're both having it out. Seems like a good time. I don't know. It's just me.
Basically, one of these comments.
I'm using you to deflect criticism. I am still getting criticism.
Bruh.
How are they shielding? They're not shielding me from anything. I am still getting
People are just
criticism.
bitching the bitch
And
at this point. Like, jeez.
People have been playing that card for so long. Oh, you use survivors to shield.
Who are
from
these
criticism.
extra like viewers? I think I don't know.
I've never shielded myself from. I almost always just get criticism.
So Max, the way that Max deals with criticism is he's like, "Oh, you don't support victims," right? That's how he responds to criticism.
Pack asked if you feed me every day. I feed my fucking self, bro.
I get why people are egging on Spencer, because that kind of person, we know that kind of person. That person exists.
Kia Cut says you do.
They're just trolling. I believe that they're all just
Please,
trolling.
yeah. If any of you can please explain how I use survivors to shield myself from criticism.
That exact way, where Max is like, "Oh, you don't want to support victims. That's why you're against me. This will be noted, and we will be checking in on you periodically." That's literally what he did to Lyrix. Okay, that's how he responds to criticism. Okay, that is literally, he is using his position as someone who covers this kind of stuff as a way to get out of criticism.
And what am I deflecting? What am I? You're still deflecting.
it's
What am I
her
deflecting?
story.
People,
This is cope. This is cope draft. You're 100% right. He can't accept it. Oh my god.
people just say things, but they don't explain. Like,
Yeah, I think it's trolling at this point.
yeah, it's trolling. Y'all are good trolls. Y'all are getting me.
I mean, some might actually mean it and be very mad about it. What two adults do, what they choose to do. Gotta fucking dictate your life and shit.
Smaggle follows me on Twitter.
Smaggle. Smaggle. Oh, shout out to Smaggle.
So I just want to start off with this. As you can tell, I'm very autistic.
Shit. Smaggle win. He hasn't said anything. He loves Smaggle.
And I just want to let you guys know that if I slip up and say the R word, I have the pass. So just so we're all clear on that.
All right.
Smaggle had to pass. He can say the I word.
Right. Well, so my first overall question is like, you said your mantra is that you go after pedos and then you go to the police, and then if the police don't respond, you drop the video on said pedos. But last stream with the Colton thing, you basically said that you didn't reach out to the police department until after Colton. Said you should do that, but you said that the victims went to the police before you started the investigation. But have the victims in your other cases, have they gone to the police before you dropped the video, or is this a unique case?
This is a unique case.
Yeah, I'm calling bullshit on that. That doesn't make sense, dude. It seems like Well, you just admitted this situation is overly personal for you because you knew Spencer. Your mother knows Spencer's
Smaggle is cooking. Smaggle is cooking right now. He is cooking. He's cooking.
aunt. So this kind of just seems like this super mega allegations all over again. Just like you are very intertwined with the victim, and you wanna
If Spencer is not being genuine with Max and is just using Max for a ride right now, Max will fall hook, line, and sinker because of his personal connection. This connection to Super Mega is a really good one that Smaggle's making right now.
support them whenever you could, but that kind of just you make mistakes along the way, like changing your name to God Code, making it so that nobody knows that it's you that made the video. That's why your video bombed, because you changed your name to God Code, nobody saw it. And then you made the second video where it was you crying about comments saying what the fuck happened to you, why'd you do the God Code thing, or what is this Camden Gerard Davis person even about? And then you made third video, which was calling out
If you guys don't know who Smaggle is a premium commentary spurg. He has been on Turkey Tom streams. Smaggle has one-liners out the ass. Okay, like his. I understand he talks really funny. He's aware of that. It's part of his charm. But that's also what makes this so good. Right? But like Smaggle he's an enigma. Spurg, not a nice word.
Moist critical for not covering the story after you DM'd him like a spurg a bunch of times, and you did get a response from critical, but it was just him just completely shitting all over you. So like I'm confused, like, and you said like after this
Look at the smug look Max has. He's like, man, this guy's I got him because his voice is funny. That's it. That's all he's thinking in the back of his head.
after this stream, after the last stream, actually, you said after the last stream you were gonna focus on the video, and then instead you decided to do this stream where two more victims have been called out, two more victims have been given the platform to speak, but you also got steamrolled by Lyrix, you got steamrolled by Muda. Keemstar came on and kind of just ruined the whole thing. Like, you should really just end your stream right now, because nobody in chat is agreeing with you, or most people in chat aren't agreeing with you. You just need to like hang up the towel, like make the video, do the police involvement. You should just stop going online. You should just stop with all of that.
I think he's right, Max. Let's go. This is done.
Yeah. All right.
All right.
Bye,
it was nice
everybody.
knowing all you guys. I'm sorry, Spencer.
It was a good stream.
Sorry, Ellie.
Appreciate
Love you
all
guys.
y'all.
Damn, get fucked, Tom.
Bye, everybody.
They can't even address Smaggle's points. They're just gonna dunk on him. That's it. Max wanted to call him retarded so bad. If Max just did that, that would have completely changed this entire like situation 100%. That would have been like that would have escalated everything to the nth degree.
So should I just leave? Like, what is this?
If that's what you want,
Like,
Smaggle.
do you have like a specific, like, just one at a time, like one point or question, like, yeah, things haven't gone perfectly, and like he had this idea.
What? Let Max answer. Who the fuck is this?
Yeah, for how to blow it up, and it didn't work. Well, now what? Like, what do we do now? Do you have any ideas? Like,
I
or
mean, he did find survivors at least, and that's what his goal was.
Yeah,
in the
I
end.
mean, I guess,
Yeah, he could've
but
done it
like, if
differently,
you
but it
release
still
the original, if you have the original video and it was, and you made that video not as like some kind of making fun of YouTubers being quotes, and making fun of quotes in general, and just stuck to the facts of the Cameron Gerard Davis, because I know multiple people have reached out to you and saying that the vampire's quote is a really good, interesting tagline. If you just
You know things are bad when the guy with the speech impediment is delivering his arguments more clearly than you.
made that video, made that first part, you probably would have gotten these victims that are in the call right now, and probably more. So, yeah.
Max, you gotta go back in time.
No.
These guys are assholes. They're not addressing any of his points. This is cope. This is cope. This is cringe, dude. Cringe.
That's not what I'm
If you're gonna bring someone on, actually address their point. Like, if you're gonna have this whole fucking pack watch about how the person is like, he presents his points funny because he has a speech impediment, then fuck off. Who the fuck wants to listen to you, Max? You can't take any of it seriously.
It's time to build a
I'm
time
saying-
machine.
I'm saying, like,
At the end of the day, what else do you want him to do? What the fuck? Everyone expects him to be fucking Jesus, perfect and shit.
Nobody's expecting him to be perfect, but the thing is that he goes out of his way to make all these stupid decisions. Okay, and then like Jesus Christ, they can't address any of the points that Smaggle's making. Okay, all they're doing is like, well, he's not perfect, guys. That's cope. That's cope. You're just trying to deflect from addressing any of the problems here.
I'm not
Yeah, he messed
expecting
up.
him to be
He
genius,
messed up.
but
Now what?
I'm expecting him to like
do the work.
I don't know.
Smaggle's used to a certain format of people being very like clear and cut and dry with like a story. Like here is not to. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying like, and Max is a different kind of storyteller. Not sucking anyone's dick. I'm just saying Smaggle, like, you know, you said you're autistic and just.
Who is this? Is that who? Oh Jesus!
Imagine like that's not your forte, is whatever this thing is, and then everyone's like, oh.
This is not your forte. He's literally fumbling so hard. Max is fumbling, okay? Oh my god. You can be factual and to the point and still be entertaining. If you can't, you're bad at this. That's it.
He should have done that thing. And it's like, well, I'm sorry, I'm doing my best at the thing I am good at, and maybe it didn't
Sorry,
blow
Max,
up.
if I was like rude or mean to you, I just had a lot building up because I've been
Holy shit. Smaggle is being so polite right now.
following this since the first video that you released on the Camden Draw Davis story, and it just didn't click with me, and it just kept building up all the little things all the little discrepancies that you made over the past few live streams and such, and it's just
Yeah, because every time Max goes live, he doubles back on himself and creates discrepancies, which is how we're able to sit here and go, but you were told this by Muda, but this did happen.
all came up to this, so yeah.
It's okay. You can be mean to me.
Max would be much better at this if he had Tism Riz.
I don't mind. I appreciate you.
I gotta answer the phone. I'll be right back. Excuse me. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. I had to answer the phone.
Wanting to speak to me about all this.
Yeah, no problem. Also, are you sure that Sally account is real?
It sounds like her.
You gotta be honest. Seeing a top like that doesn't sound like it to me, but I don't know. Yeah. Yeah. That's pretty much it. I'll leave you guys.
Thank you, Smaggle, for joining.
Yeah, no
Thank
problem.
you for being respectful.
These guys, thank you for being respectful, but you can't be respectful to him, bro. Insane. Disrespectful as fuck. Captain Save-A-Ho, everybody. Captain Save-A-Ho.
Oh, I'm gonna just let Xylee go off. I gotta go to the bathroom.
This is so fucking rude where he just like, he brings Xylee into the call and he leaves. How rude is that?
Wait, so you're gonna go to the bathroom as you're gonna let me go off? That's not supposed to work.
Oh, base
Hi,
Xylee.
Xylee.
Hello. How are y'all doing?
Doing good.
Pretty
Pretty
fine.
fine.
Pretty alright.
Doing good.
Are we doing good?
Xylee is about to sweep. I know she's gonna sweep. I've seen this clip. This is the only one I've seen. Oh boy. Damn, Smaggle's stronger than me. I'd be looking to throw hands if I were disrespected like that. Him giggling like that would be hands material.
Hey, are we good?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're good.
What about you?
Siplet.
How you doing?
I'm doing great. I'm doing amazing. Now I'm just waiting for him to come back so I can have my little fireside chat.
Captain Save-A-Ho, King of Yapland. Chief of the Save-A-Bitch tribe.
with him.
Yeah,
Oh,
you
don't
better talk
worry.
to me.
Don't worry.
I feel like we've been waiting all night for this.
I don't know why. I don't know why he wanted to talk to me, but I did love to hear him beg and say my name. My God.
Did you have a good New Year's?
Digging his own grave.
Not really. Trying to fix my sleep schedule. I don't get much sleep. You know. Was your New Year's good?
Yes, boring. Didn't do shit.
So they're just literally yapping. Literally yapping, waiting for Max to come back.
We're also on with Spencer.
The master of the yapping technique. Yeah.
Did you want to like talk or anything?
No, I don't.
Nice.
I don't have anything to say to her. I mean, not disrespectfully, but no, it's Max I got the problem with.
Fair.
It's Max I got the problem with.
What problem you have with him?
Well,
No, Smaggle definitely realized he was disrespected. 100%. There's no way he didn't.
one, this is his damn channel. And he shouldn't be relying on anybody else on what's said on this channel. This is his channel. And he has he has a responsibility of what happens on this channel.
True.
Because it's his name on this channel.
Yeah.
Yeah, but with his channel, does he have the right to platform other people if he wants to?
I am not saying he can't platform anybody. Did I ever say that? Did I ever say that?
You're saying it's his channel.
Yeah. So
Okay,
that means any
channel?
doxing that happens, he's responsible for it.
Yeah, that's true. It's his channel. That's his responsibility. It doesn't matter if somebody else is speaking on his channel. It's his.
And if this fucks up their case that they may or may not have, because I haven't seen the proof, guess whose responsibility is? It's his.
And I'm sure he's aware of that.
And you know what? It's also there so everybody can get sued.
Yeah, and
He's actually fucking up their case on whatever case they have. Again, I haven't seen the proofs. He is fucking up their case by doing this stupid bullshit.
You have not seen any proofs because he's keeping all the evidence for
Well, then don't fucking talk about it, because how am I supposed
Thank
to
you.
report on something that I can't see the facts
Thank you. Thank you, Xylee. Thank you, Xylee. Thank you. Oh my god, Xylee's cooking.
of?
no one's forcing anyone to report on anything.
Okay.
Yeah, what do you mean? Max literally sent DMs to people like this. I don't know what to fucking tell you.
Great, Mama Max is back. I ain't got to talk to you no more. But
Speaking
respectfully.
facts, that's what I'm saying.
Respectfully.
Thanks.
Hi, Xylee.
Respectfully.
Hey, Max. Now, we've talked before. You should have known me coming up here would probably not be a good idea.
I think it's a great idea.
I don't know.
What's he got, a humiliation fetish? What is
I don't think so. Because you're not listening to anybody else. So what makes me think you're going to listen to me?
Smaggle and Xylee win. Do with the member for 4 months.
Because I'm going to tell you now, Lyrix had hella good points. Muda, once again, had hella good points, and you're not listening to them. And every time Muda talks...
And we know she's not listening he's not been listening to Muda because he's done the same thing over and over again.
talks to you for 2 times in a row. I think it was 2 live streams in a row. But 2 times Muda has talked to you, you act like your daddy whooped your ass, and you look like you're about to cry because you know his ass is right. But yet, you don't do what he says.
Mm-hmm.
What is wrong with you?
So you don't want me to platform the survivors for...
What a fuck, he can't address the point. He can't address the point. He is hiding behind the fact that there are victims, but we don't even know if the victims are real because he hasn't presented any evidence. Okay, so far, Spencer's made an allegation, which is not evidence. And then he goes around to like try and hide behind it. He's doing it again.
Streams.
When did I say I don't want them platformed? When did I say I don't want them platformed? When did I say that?
Xylee is the dominatrix of the commentary community. The comminatrix.
Show me a timestamp where I said that.
He keeps looking at Spencer.
What are you trying
Don't
to say?
look at her. Don't look at her. Listen to me and look at your computer. Don't look at her because she can't give you that answer. You said it out of your mouth. Show me a timestamp where I said you can't platform them.
What are you trying to say, Xylee?
What I'm trying to say is, if they have a case, again, I haven't seen the proof, so I'm saying if, okay? If they have a case, you are fucking it up by these live streams.
I don't think that's true.
No, I think it is. Because let me tell you something. You sent your audience to go hunting for this dude and his mother. If something would have happened to them, that would have been on your ass. And then it would have been on...
Yep. If one of MamaMax's fans went and killed them on behalf of MamaMax, right? And then it turns out that this was all fake. It was all a big op. Then that's on Max's hands.
their ass for saying the damn name and having these people in the chat hunting his ass down like he's a fucking deer.
Can you give us?
I am not talking to you, honey. I am talking to Max. Respectfully, stay out of it.
Yes, Xylee. Own the conversation. Tell them to not talk about it. That's the worst part, and I'm so glad Xylee did this, where she's shutting down the other people who are not Max from talking, because he keeps using those people to not answer stuff, right? Where they just, you know, try and pack watch the other person.
You are not being respectful, Xylee.
You are not being respectful? What do you mean? What is disrespectful about anything that she said? All right. Now, when am I being really respectful when I call you Captain Savo? Probably not. But shit.
How am I not being respectful? What, because I'm loud? I'm a loud bitch. I've been loud ever since the day I was born, homie. It ain't changing because of you. Have you seen my live streams? All I do is stay loud. Stay loud and proud, baby. That's me.
Xylee, can I ask something?
I only have like one question. I turned her volume off so I don't get cut off.
What a fucking loser. Fucking loser. Fucking loser.
Can you show what?
Well then, fuck you. You ain't getting an answer.
Can prove that.
You ain't getting an answer. You're not getting an answer if you can't hear me, and you can do your thing. Blah 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 blah.
When did he say that?
He sounds like Charlie Brown's
He
teacher
never
in my
did
ear
say
right
that
now.
At all.
Because he cut my volume off, and
I
I'm
don't know what
supposed
the
to
fuck you're
answer?
saying.
Yeah, I know you don't know what the fuck I'm saying because you said you cut my volume off. So why would I even care to answer you? I'm sorry that y'all can't handle somebody being real with y'all. I'm sorry you can't handle somebody not kissing your ass. Because you know, Max, you've talked to me before. You know I'm not going to kiss your ass, dude. You know I'm not. I'm not going to kiss your ass like everybody else. I'm not going to do it.
And I don't want you to.
Respectfully.
Can I ask something, Xylee? I just want to like just try to get us all on like one page here. So like, Mudahar did give him really good advice about the timeline.
He's given the same advice multiple times, and he hasn't taken it, so he's an idiot. That's it.
The timeline video. Like the way I keep referring to Max is I said the version I can show my mom, because my mom doesn't know any of this, any YouTuber or anything. I want something I can show her. It's a clear and concise video. It's something that a lot of people have been asking for.
Basically, what normies can watch.
Totally.
Yes.
So, but you understand, you make videos and stuff, like it takes a long time. You can't
No shit, it takes a long time, but like when you're sitting on it so long, either it's like a put up or shut up thing. You know, like put up or shut up. Like either follow through or don't. You know, there's only so much yapping you can do before it just becomes nothing.
necessarily just get it together in 2 weeks.
It's he's such an artist, it takes time. He's such an artist, it takes time. Fuck off. It doesn't need to be perfect. Put something out.
Like it's kind of unrealistic to be like, this is how long it's going to take, when literally every week there's a new page unfolding.
Then
like,
you
hey, this
need
Survivor.
to put your foot down, okay? If new shit keeps coming out, you need to go, I'm gonna just not look at anything else and get to writing. Like, I like, what the fuck?
Reached out now this week, and now you're talking to a lawyer again, and like, it's not something you can just. I understand. I am an audience member too, who's patiently like, hurry up, dude. Like, but it is also like a thing of, try to be patient. And is it the time frame that you're angry about, like that he just hasn't hurried up and made it, or is it just the whole thing?
He is literally just calling a guy a pedophile or whatever the fuck with no evidence, and then repeating that over and over again, and we just have to take the word of Spencer and Max, and like, what? That's outrageous. We live in a day and age where you can't do that anymore, because people have constantly abused the privilege of like, well, believe all victims. Oh, then it turns out, a victim is somebody like Lex, who completely like exaggerated the story or tried to make shit up or tried to make it about something it wasn't, right? Where instead of it being about Dawn, it became about Super Mega not being the best people for her.
There's a whole bunch of stuff I'm angry about. I don't like how he hides behind his victim.
Yeah, it reeks of insecurity in his own investigation. Yeah, he's not confident in what he has. I don't think he is, because at this rate he would have put something out already. I can't imagine the time he's taken as either he's sitting around doing nothing, or he's sitting around listening to every single Tom, Dick, and Harry who shows up in his Discord DM saying, I'm a victim too, listen to my story. After a while, a lot of the people that come to you are just crazy people. Like, they're just crazy. And you just can't listen to every single fucking crazy thing that comes out of a crazy person's mouth.
Victims either. Or not his victim, but the victim, excuse me. I don't like how he hides behind the victims either. Every time he gets told about the doxing, well, they said that it was okay to do it. You're hiding. This is your channel, Max.
Yes.
You hold responsibility of what goes on in this channel.
I agree.
So, yeah, I'm angry at all of it. Because quite honestly, you do understand. If you go to court, they can pull these live streams for court. You do know that, right?
We are not going to court, Xylee.
Oh, well, okay. So, okay, Max, if he gets charged, okay, your investigation will be included in court. There's a possibility that you get subpoenaed and that you get told to show up in court. That is a real possibility. What do you mean not going to court? You might not have a choice in the matter.
So what are you doing? Just hunting them down like a deer? Is that what we're doing? What are we doing?
Have you not been listening this stream?
I know, but you loop. You loop, and then you always look to somebody else for an answer. You can't give an answer yourself.
I'm answering you.
You know you're not. You keep looking at Spencer. Maybe he's waiting for more victims to come in the hopes that one of them will have a stronger evidence. And then what Spencer or the others, yeah. So like somebody comes in with something that's a smoking gun that helps corroborate everything and put it together. Yeah. But at that rate, if you've gotten this far into it and you're still like if that's the case, then you shouldn't be getting on stream and saying all these things about Camden.
What are you doing then?
This man doesn't understand the system. Yeah, because he never interacted with it.
Tell me right now. I will be quiet for you to answer and go.
So when we reached out to the lawyer, he told us it would not be beneficial to pursue a case against Camden Gerard Davis because he likely does not have substantial assets.
Okay, but that's a civil case.
So he recommended that we all go in person to report him to the police station that is in his jurisdiction.
Mm-hmm.
That is
So
what we are
they
doing.
didn't tell you to go into the okay, is he still in the same jurisdiction that the crime occurred?
For the most recent survivors, yes.
Okay. Because I was always under the impression you have to go into the jurisdiction that the crime occurred. All right? Then yes, carry your pretty asses over to that jurisdiction and go, hey, Mr. Police Officer, I have a crime to report. Yes, that's what needs to be done.
Yes,
Hell,
that
you
is what
might
we are
even be
doing.
able, and because since, you know, COVID and stuff like that, you might even be able to do it over the phone. I don't know. I don't know. Because I've only dealt, because I know you're in a different state now. You know what I'm saying? But I've had to do it. I've had to do stuff like this before on my own accord. But yes, you need to go to the police of the jurisdiction of where the crime occurred and go, hello, Mr. Officer, can you help me?
Yes, that is what we are doing.
Okay, that should have been done before all these live streams.
Yes. Yes.
Even I know
yes.
that, and I haven't been
yes.
on YouTube as long as you do. Now, granted, I have lived like probably 20 more years of life, but still.
This was a decision by the survivors to come out about Camden.
Okay, well, you know what? You as a YouTuber should have the forewithal to be like, this is what we're gonna do. Okay? Like, if these victims are coming to you and they're making bad decisions, you should be a smart enough person to correct them on their stupid behavior. Okay? Just because you're a victim doesn't mean you could just say and do whatever you want. You still are, you still need to abide by laws and society.
Publicly.
I get that. I get that. I really do get that. But Max, how long have you been chasing predators? How long have you been doing this?
It's been about 4 to 5 years probably chasing.
Okay. So 4 to 5 years. So you have experience in chasing down predators, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, what bothers me is you didn't have the wherewithal to tell these ladies, hey, listen, we need to go to the police first and file a complaint or file something of like, hey, a crime was committed. What bothers me is you've been doing this for 5 years and you didn't even know to tell them to go to the police first before they say something?
They did. And have you seen my Wayne video?
Are you fucking kidding me? Hey, Xylee, have you seen my other content? Outrageous. Hi, Kat.
Okay, you're saying names, so I don't. Which video was that?
It's called Wayne.executable.
What the fuck? What the fuck is the point of saying this, Max?
Child predator on TikTok.
Yes, that is the YouTube name. Sorry.
This, I think I did. I think I did. Give me. Hold on. Did I see it? I don't know. I don't remember. I watched so much shit. Okay, wait a minute. So I have a question. So you plan? Okay, so you do plan to go to the police, right?
Of course.
So what's the point past that? Because then you're talking court. So then if you go to police and they say, okay, yay, we're going to go get him or whatever, I don't know, live in a dreamland, whatever you want to feel. Are you going to court after that?
I'm unsure about the entire process. I think that's the...
I'm unsure about the process. You hunt pedophiles. you should at least have an inkling. Dude, I have work in social work, and I know more about the process of the court system than you do. What the fuck?
Job of the district attorney, but y'all would likely, the survivors would likely appear as witnesses.
Yeah, and you also might be subpoenaed too, buddy. That could happen. You could be on the witness stand too if you make a report.
Okay. What bothers me is your answer right there. You've been doing this for 5 years and you don't know how the process goes?
Yeah, what the
I've
fuck?
never
People
been to
have you
court.
actually caught?
I've never been to court.
I've never been to court. I've never been to court. So you've never caught a pedophile. Okay, got it.
Oh, well then well shit, that makes sense then. There you go, folks. Okay.
Yeah, he doesn't know what he's talking about. He doesn't know what he's doing. That's why.
I'm glad
You're a vigilante for views only.
Yeah.
You're a vigilante for views only. Bro, are you serious?
No, the entire thing is that he has never.
Who
gotten
gives a shit
a
about
case
you,
this
fucking
big.
deep ass voice? Go to
So,
sleep,
like,
kid. Your fucking
And I've
mommy
never
wants
been
you up
so
at 7
personally
class.
involved in a case as this.
I've never been so personally involved, then maybe you shouldn't be doing a video on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess so. When you had somebody move in with you that you're friends with, yeah, I guess so. I guess so. Yeah. Oh my God, this is amazing. This is absolutely.
Yeah,
Oh, God. Okay.
I definitely know he's never caught anybody in official capacity. Yeah, yeah.
Max, y'all need to you need to shut this live stream off, and y'all need to figure out how y'all are going to go to wherever that jurisdiction is and put in complaints and talk to a Mr. Officer or Miss Officer. You know, this is 2024. You know, we're not doing that sexist stuff. All right. So we're going to talk to either Mr. or Mrs. Officer. All right. You need to figure out how to do that, because this shit here ain't kosher. Ain't kosher at all.
If you say so,
Oh my
Zyla.
God. It's not if I say so. You don't act like it's just me saying this. Please do not act like it's just me saying it. It's me, at least a good 150 people in your chat saying it. It's all over Twitter that's saying it. You look up your name on YouTube and it's a bunch of people saying it there too. Everybody is saying it, Max. It's not just your haters that are saying it. It's people with common fucking sense. It's people nicer than me that's even saying it, Max.
He censored. Okay, so he censored the name of the one pedophile he did catch. He censored the name and the number, and censored the report number. So, like, we have no way to prove that he did that at all.
You need to go to the cops with this.
Why does that pedophile get to have his identity protected, but Camden Gerard Davis, who hasn't been proven, is?
It's not just, mean old bitches like me. It's not just assholes who are saying it. It's actually nice people who are saying it too. It's people like Mudahar that are saying it. It's nice people who are saying it. People with, a little bit more grace than someone like me. Go to the cops. Show them your evidence. I'll be damned, I'm not signing an NDA on evidence that you're trying to get me to believe a story that I can't see the evidence. I'm not signing no damn NDA. Are you kidding me? What, give you my information so I can see some evidence on a story that we're supposed to believe? Hell no.
Then that's on you.
I don't know you like that. How do you expect people to say, yeah, I trust MamaMax? Absolutely trust Mama.
Like you signed an NDA, you give him all this like personal details. How do you know he's just not gonna sit on that or like dox that person?
Max, right after they just said
Max is a werewolf and Camden is a vampire, and they're both natural enemies.
The bad guy's mama's name on and spelled it out in a live stream, I absolutely trust him. What the fuck?
So what are you trying to say exactly?
You're fucking up. That's what I'm saying. You're fucking up, okay? We'll just put it in a nice little box, okay? I can't say it's pretty wrapping, but it's wrapped with a bow on top saying, with a tag,
People
you're
doesn't know
fucking
how
up.
to spell his name. A man makes one mistake, he gets held it over his head for a lifetime, bro.
Yes, everything is my fault, Zyla.
If they have a case, you're fucking it up. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, he is.
I disagree.
Of course you disagree, because you don't want to be held responsible for your poor behavior.
Yeah, because you're too fucking stubborn. Stop getting past your own way, dude. You're fucking up. Everybody is telling you you're fucking up. If it looks like a duck and walks like a duck, it's a motherfucking duck. And you're quacking right now.
I guess time will...
You're quacking right now. You're quacking right now.
Tell Zyla.
Yep, time will tell because I tell you what, you're getting the Onision treatment right now.
Whoa, that's a rough. That's rough. I do see a little bit of a comparison between him and good old Onion Boy too.
Because you're fucking up. At least one thing with me, I'll tell you exactly how I feel, right?
Thank you for telling us how you feel, Xylee.
You know, I'm not gonna kiss your ass.
Him looking into the camera. He thinks he's like owning her so hard right now.
I didn't want you to.
Anything else? Any other questions? Anything else you want from me? I like your sweater.
Thank you. Well, if you have any questions, I'd be happy to answer. I don't.
You got no damn question because you answered everything. You're just treating this shit like dumb, dude. Stop. Get off the fucking live stream and figure out how the hell y'all gonna go to that damn jurisdiction and talk to the fucking cops. Because if these girls got a case, you're fucking it up.
If you say so.
I do say so. Absolutely say so.
We all hear you.
And it ain't just me saying it.
We
Don't
all
sit
hear
there
you. He's like, you're loud. That's it. That's his whole argument. You're loud.
with your little manipulative way that you want people to feel sorry for you, whatever. Don't sit there and act like it's just me saying it. You got a whole chat full of people saying it. There's a whole bunch of people on Twitter saying it. And guess what? There's a bunch of people on YouTube saying it too. You're
Keep
fucking
talking.
it up.
Keep talking.
What a fucking loser. What a loser. What a soy beta bitch.
Keep talking. I'll always keep talking.
What a fucking loser. Oh my god. That's outrageous. That's outrageous. Keep talking. Right out of the mouth of Captain Savaho from the Yappin tribe.
Baby, bye.
All right.
My ears hurt.
Thank you, Xylee, for what did you think about all that?
Oh no, I'm tired. My brain kind of spaced.
Outrageous for her to say that too. That's outrageous. Oh my gosh. This dude is so soy. He's incredibly soy. Soy. Bro, they call him they called him Soylent in high school. Allegedly, in my opinion. Max used to review porn. Okay, he used to be like a coomer. Okay, which I should say, I feel like if I reviewed porn, it would be based in Chadfield, but if he did it, it would be soy and incelcore.
Thank you all for joining the stream and participating in this conversation. We'll see you probably never again.
Thank you all for participating in this conversation. We will probably see you never again. Oh my god.
This dude is so soy.
I need to watch that again. Hold on.
Thank you all for joining the stream and participating in this conversation. We'll see you probably never again.
Oh my god, that's like complete pack watch destruction right there. That's the destruction. Holy shit. It just, that defeat is so vindicating. You have no idea. That's so delicious. It fills me with joy in a way that I can't like describe, you know. Xylee total destruction. So, which is why I've come on stream to expose Xylee. I sent that part to Diesel first, and he was like, "What happened?" Yeah, that's true. Core sent it to me, and I was like, "What?" But yeah, Xylee owned. Xylee owned. You came on stream? No, I did not come on stream. You know, me starting the whole like the Coomer arc jokes is not helping my case for anything or any to be taken seriously at all. I feel like invigorated. Like if Xylee yelled at me, I'd be like, I can get it done. I can do this. You know. Stop gooming on my stream. I was distracted by keys. Can we watch Xylee again? Hey Diesel, I had to go make a roast dinner. Could you restart the stream? I've been gone for the last 8 hours. Diesel back until after the stream. Well, I'd cry if Xylee yelled at me, but that goes to anyone. I do not enjoy being yelled at. I feel like Xylee could give like a mean motivational speech. You know what I mean? Like she definitely could. It's crazy because so many other revelations happened during the stream, and those were the least remarkable because of how hard he got spanked by his guests. Hey, Diesel, I had to go serve in a war for 10 years. Can you please go back 10 years? Yeah, hold on. Let me just hop in my DeLorean. We'll just restart my entire career on YouTube. Yeah, 5 to 6 years of wasted work. Yeah, Tommy C was right about him the whole time. Yeah. Yeah. We're going back to the Reddit days. No, please. between the MamaMax and Illuminati, Tommy C is running laps.
This is a certified hood classic. Just because I like your content.
Well, thank you, Anonymous, for the $420. $420. There we go. I appreciate it. Can we watch Diesel? Max is mid-pack. Can we just watch Xylee's vids instead? Well, I wanted to expose Xylee before, so Xylee responded this. She hated this. I was dogging on her last night about this. She's like, "Damn, Diesel, I see you," with the eyes emoji. To my hate picture that I posted. Bam. Look, Diesel is my homie. The costume looks really good. Jeez. Xylee, I see you, girl. I see you, Xylee. It's okay. I won't judge you. I understand. Xylee's one of my homies. I appreciate her. I'm bragging on her. But it's such a funny response to my picture. Oh shit. Damn, Diesel, I see you. It's okay, Xylee. Xylee's about to put Diesel in the ICU. All right. That's the end of the stream. Get out of here.